Hello, if you don't know who I am, my name's Zach Lara and I've been coaching on Rocket League for over 4 years now. I do coaching with all my subscribers on Twitch, whether it's through Amazon Prime, paid on your own, or gifted by a member of the community. So if you guys do want to come by and say hello, I do go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm also a coach on MetaFi, so if you guys wanted to book a session directly with me, those links will be down below, and I'd love to get a coaching session in with you. We also do give away random coaching sessions to subscribers here on YouTube, so if you're lucky like this person, you just want a free coaching session, please message me down in the Discord so we can go ahead and set up that free coaching with you. I do want to say thank you guys so much for all your support. It honestly means the world. So let's go ahead and dive into this replay. So definitely when we're rotating to the back post, we definitely want to make sure that we're trying to go to the pizza slice. And I'm not sure if we talked about the pizza slice last time, but the pizza slice is going to be here, right here. I refer to this as the pizza slice. We want to make sure every single time we're rotating through that defensive end, that really is taking a bite of that slice there. Definitely is going to set us up for success for the majority of the saves here. Make some toppings on the pizza. So just every time we rotate through his leads, take a bite of that crust, that stuffed crust pizza there. Set us up for success, because like this ball came almost right here. So instead of just cutting it really tight here, if we just went a little bit wider just to go to pizza size, the save would have been so much easier on just you in general. And that's what this is going to do, is help out a lot more with like mechanicals, just making them like easier instead of you having to really rely on mechanics. Just rotate on your position, focus on your positioning a little bit more to make it easier on your mechanics. So big thing here is the same thing. We want to make sure that we're rotating to that front post side, because anytime we come back this way here, you can't see where I'm at and what I'm doing here. So it makes it really tough anytime that you rotate front post like this, because then you don't know who's behind, you don't know who's going for the ball. It can cause a lot of issues. So what was our thought process right here?
Right there.
Right here. What was our thought process?
To get it away from the goal.
Okay. So what ends up happening here is you have no one's challenging you right here. You're free and you don't have a lot of boost. So you would definitely want to try your best to retain and keep possession. So right now we're in diamond. The big thing in the breaking into champ is going to be able to capitalize on these situations and dribble these balls. I don't know how well you are with dribbling, but that's just definitely going to help out a lot with ranking up. And retaining this possession is going to be very important. A lot of people, when they don't have much boost, they try to hit it as hard as they can. But we really want to do the complete opposite, because the harder that you hit it with no boost means that you will not be able to close that gap to get back to that ball. And that's what's going to happen here. So we just hit it really heavy here, which then essentially gives them a free ball here. And you see how he chips it to himself so he can do more plays with it. That's kind of what we want to be able to do when we can, instead of just hitting as hard as we can here. And then the same situation before is we just made that play, and now we're going right back into the net where you don't see where I'm at or what's going on. And looking from my point of view on what's going on with that, as you can see, rotating around here, I see you going for the ball, so I'm not sure if I'm supposed to go for it or not, because I saw you cutting back and making a play there. So it makes it tough on your teammate to understand, well, is he going for the ball? Is he not going for the ball? I'm not sure, because he's turning back around to make another play. And I know that you can't see me either rotating through. So ball's on the opposite side of the field, and then it's a loss of the play. And what I mean by the loss of the play is, you know, I was coming up from the direction of this way here. That was the way I was going. And so I'm either going to win the ball or lose. Win is going to be able to be passing it in front of the net, or loss. Higher percentage of the time it's going to be a loss, especially in twos. Because one person is going to have the ball possession, and then the other person is going to try to be making a play. So like in this situation here, so I'm pushing forward here. Higher percentage of the time from here, I'll make it a little smaller because it's pretty far away. Win, loss. So it's a 50-50. You can go either way because it's a one-on-one situation. The win is going to pass it in front of the net. The loss is going to go this way, and it's going to come down your side of the field, which is going to push you on defense. So the one that you should be playing for that's going to hurt you the most is going to be the loss of the play. In threes, you'll actually have someone able to play for the win and play for the loss. But in twos, we don't have that third person. So we definitely need to make sure that we are being cautious when we're playing those roles here. I think of a good example here. Yeah, this is the example. Perfect example. So in this situation here, as you can see, our rotation is rotating from this side of the field, which then we would be rotating out that side of the field and then coming back in this way. This is what our defensive or offensive rotation should be looking at the moment. So this situation here, got the win of the play and the loss. So their defensive rotation should be, which it looks like they're both going this way. Their defensive rotation should literally be going the opposite way of ours, which right now it is. And so as we are rotating this way, they are rotating that way, which they are rotating this way, that way right now. So with that being said, get rid of all that. Oh. Right now it's a 2v1 situation. Majority of the time, it's going to be a loss. Anytime that your teammate is going for a pass, they have to typically get past 2 defenders to make it in front of this net, that ball in front of the net. So by you playing so aggressive here for that win, this is actually going to be the lowest percentage play. We definitely want you to start getting you set to play for that loss. Because even if it is a pass, even if I get past 2 defenders because we're just better, and that ball biddles in front of the net, it's not the end of the world. Okay, it's just I pass it in for the net, no one shot it. It's okay, we're still on offense. But if I lose here and that ball starts going back behind us, that's what's going to put us on defense, and it's going to put us in a very tough situation. So in this play here, definitely was a loss. 100% was a loss. So now you have to shift all your momentum a different way. The ball bounced out perfectly for you, and you're literally just better, which has made that awesome. Also, another reason why that worked out so well is because they double committed. They both double committed the ball, which put them front post rotation. So when he tried to make a play here, all his momentum was going back towards the net. And since you're just awesome shooter, put it right into the net for us. But that scenario, that win-loss scenario, majority of the time is going to be on the loss of the play. And that's the one that we're going to want to try to focus on it more to be able to play here. It's like this situation here. Okay, 50 is about to go down. Yes, this is now just a one-on-one situation, but higher percentage of the time it's going to be a loss. And the one that's going to hurt you the most is going to be that loss of the play. So we want to start playing for that losing side of the play more often, because here's that loss. It was a loss for that play. And then now we have to meet the ball over here. So with this play here, I'm already rotating out of the play. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we are at least making one challenge here on the midline to keep us on offense. And that's what your job is as that third man role, as your teammates passing and going in front of the net trying to score a goal, is keeping us on offense. Because we don't want to have to shadow it all the way back here, because you could have already challenged. I could have already challenged. And honestly, depending on how slow this ball is going, you could have already made another challenge. But since we waited to the second here, we only got one challenge in, and it was to save the ball from going inside of our net. So this is actually one of those benefits here too, is because now we're going to go to that back post side, which puts you right into their shooting range, which is awesome. So right when you cross this midline, I would recommend go ahead and turning off your ball cam and trying to see where those players are at, so to see if you can get that little bit of a demo. So from right here, you would have been able to see he's right there and turn into him. I'm not sure what happened, because it looks like I guess he bumped you, but you were going supersonic, so just super unfortunate, because you would have got that demo there, which would have alleviated a lot of that offensive pressure. But cutting across the field like that is definitely going to be the play. So nice job there. All right, so this play has been happening a lot more lately, and the thing is, it's super risky. So we did beat one player, so there's only one person to beat here, so it kind of makes it a little bit easier, because now it's a 2v1 situation. But this play is literally an all or nothing play. We either scored or typically get scored on, because if they beat us one time here, if I get 50 and I lose this ball, the loss is going to be going the wrong way, and we're all the way extended over here. So it makes it very risky to go for these plays here. So we definitely just want to make sure that we are thinking about it and making sure that it does not become a constant habit when we're doing that. So there's one thing we're going to talk about today. I wouldn't really want you to focus on it too much, but I've been seeing it quite a bit here. So I'm just going to bring up a mention. If you were in champ right now, I would really be pushing this, but just kind of give you like a little bit of a heads up of something that I would see us, you know, talking about in the future. When you are ever stuck into the air, we want to use the boost that we have to get back down to the ground faster. You'll see professional players, they'll go up for a ball, and if they don't want to go for it anymore, or they miss, or anytime they're in the air, they will start going down as soon as possible. Right now, we're kind of just hanging out right here. We're facing upwards. We just use boost just to actually keep us in the air a little bit longer from that. Anytime we're stuck like this, we want to just face straight down to the ground and start boosting down. Do we need to use all 68 boosts to get back down? No. But the sooner we can get down on the ground, the sooner we can recover, and the sooner we'll be ready for plays like this here. It happened earlier in the game too, where we're kind of just floating in the air and we had quite a bit of boost. Like I said, we don't need to use all of our reserve boosts to get back down to the ground. We can definitely use some just to hurry up and get back to the ground and reset a little bit faster there. So I love this play here. This is actually like something that I would see higher tier players playing. So instead of just banging it away here with 0 boost, this happens all the time. Players will be on the wall with 0 boost and they'll bang it away. You jump off the wall to grab 12 and retain possession. That's a huge play. Like, especially for your rank, that is a massive, massive play for you to think about that. I definitely want you to continue doing that. The flick, well, a little unfortunate. I'd rather you just go for the 50. I'd rather you just grab this ball because you've already did such a fantastic job here. Just dribble the ball here, or even just let it land on the ground and push it, but push it into that 50 and win that 50. Because then you can also probably win that corner or that mid boost there as well. Because with that flick, we kind of did now just hand it away for free. Which then they double committed though, which is awesome. You still get the 100 boosts. But at this point, let's definitely get out of here. Like it's our time to get out. So as soon as we lose that ball, we grab that, we get out, we start rotating out of the play as soon as possible. But we kind of stay here, which we don't really add too much more value here on the play, and it kind of makes it tough. So, okay, same situation here. So looking at this play here, we have a 1v2 situation here. We got me here for 1. Then we got 2 blue players. So right here, the win is going to push the ball in front of the net. The loss is going to push it back away from the net. So right now we're facing the loss, but our car is pretty far over here. I would like your car to get shifted over here so that we're facing the loss this way, because we know that the loss is going to be the worst case scenario for our team. And it's also a 2v1 situation. I have to beat 2 players to get in front of that net. So if I flip a coin, I'd have to flip heads twice. They only have to flip it to tails 1 time and we lose. So looking at this play unfold, the first 50 goes down and it's a loss. So now we have to boost this way and then hurry up and try to play for this loss over here. But when we already knew, to be honest, before this play even happened, that the higher percentage play was going to be a loss. So just by playing for that losing side before we even begin would set us up for the highest percentage and for the best success.
7 tries, every night's a gamble. Even when I turn off all the lights, all I see are puzzles, yeah. I'd rather be dreaming, floating while